today, from Ford Field in Detroit, it's a special Thanksgiving Day presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions taking on Jordan Love and the Green Bay Packers.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, our holiday coverage kicks off with a good one here, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, Charles, it's our annual trip north for Thanksgiving. The Lions have been hosting this game going all the way back to 1934.
If you back it up even further, the NFL's played games on this day going all the way back to 1920. Look, it's a tradition in America. High school, college, NFL, Thanksgiving football. Let's do it.
Set to return. Here's Raheem Mostert. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So here the new-look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his fourth NFL season, Jordan Love.
There's a lot of good to watch in the game last week, wasn't there? I mean, he did throw 2 touchdown passes. That was impressive. And he's so close, isn't he? The 3 interceptions killed him and his team. That was costly. But if he just cleans that up a little bit, there's a reason for optimism with this team and this passer.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He has it complete to Christian Watson. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And this will be a Packers first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Packers at 6-4 now on the year. And Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
Dancing to his left. And the ball comes out. Love lost it. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. And CD, defensively, you're going against a hot quarterback coming off a 3-touchdown game in their victory a week ago. But what's the big key for them to try to slow him down?
You ask all the tough questions, don't you, partner? Because with this guy, if you blitz him, he takes advantage of that man coverage and burns you.
And in for the Lions touchdown. Amon-Ra St. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you plan on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory, turkey, and pumpkin pie.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. Off the play fake, Love. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Found good room to run there. Returns it 14 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is, because you don't get time to work on the issues that you've had throughout the season that have caused you to have the record that you're having. You can't really get those set. So now you're trying to minimize those and maximize what you've been doing well. And I remember a game recently where one of the assistant coaches said to the head coach, forget our running back rotation. This guy has a hot hand, and they rode him to a victory. Those are things you have to look out for in games like this.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Back to throw, Goff. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take-that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. But, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening, but how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
Oh, the return is Reed. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Love going to break the huddle, lead the Packers up here 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Now left side on the swing pass. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. To pass, here's Jordan Love, forced out to his left. This one into the hands of the rookie Luke Musgrave. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Love now. A short throw to Musgrave. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action this time with Love. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Love. Rolling to his left. He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Extra point up and good from Santoso. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Gibbs straight ahead, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots and still be very successful on Thanksgiving Day, but you're exactly right. I am a traditionalist. I really don't want Detroit and Dallas to give up those slots. I like the fact that we watch them each and every year, but what I really like is that the league added a 3rd game in 2006, and usually it's division rivals, but that's the 3rd one of the day, and it caps off a great day of football. And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing on 3rd. Gone. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Quay Walker came through to make the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the big...
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. A big play there just before halftime, 41 yards. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. First down, going to the air with Love. This one swung out here to Jones. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Going back to Love. And he slings one that's incomplete. These two teams, they met in Lambeau earlier in the season with the Packers winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in Detroit, they'd pull off the season sweep. They'll throw again. Here's Love on 2nd and 10. Touchdown, Packers! Romeo Doubs, 26 yards. And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. The extra point try now for Santoso. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And that drive all capped off with a Romeo Doubs touchdown. Carlson back out there now to send this one away. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And able to return this one all the way out to the other side of the field across the 50.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit it. Big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Now Goff on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Patterson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll sit past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game, we skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the third quarter. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Escaping a tackler at the 25. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He's got this to Williams, complete. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Jameson Williams, touchdown, Detroit. Jameson Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions have retaken a third quarter lead. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 17-14. Patterson back out there to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, you know, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion. That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. On now is the Packers punter, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And the Lions have recovered.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can. It's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Now a 1st down throw. Goff. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try now for Patterson. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Love, they go play action now. That's going to be caught downfield by Reed. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Packers. Jaden Reed, 65 yards. And the Packers are back within a score. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Santoso now for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So here are the Lions to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. On 1st down, Goff. Got St. Brown running the quick slant here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Now Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 6. Throwing again is Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 43. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Goff on 1st down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 35. We're on to the fourth here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Maybe an important fourth quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
And now they're in the hurry-up. Play fake. Here's Love. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. A big pickup of 38.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Drops it to Jones in the flat. And the Packers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Williams will take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point try now for Santoso. And that will make this a 4-point game. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Goff. That's going to be caught by Allie Cox. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Goff again. Throw over the middle. He finds Williams. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. A big play looming on 3rd down. To the air again. Goff. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now, still maybe want to think about letting that play clock run a little here. It's 2nd down. Now Goff. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. 3rd and 9 here. Again, it's Jones. And he has a Packer 1st down, and that should be the one that finishes the script. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Now 2nd and 9. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through, and they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Packers, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.